Hey everybody, I'm Ophidian. Welcome back to my channel, and it's time for challenge number 3. But some news up front. With this video and the track that comes with it, I'm releasing challenges 1, 2, and 3 as an EP. It's called Main Sequence EP, and it's out now. And you can get it from your favorite stores or stream it from your favorite services. Or you can get it from my Bandcamp, that is ophidian.bandcamp.com. You can download it for free if you want. If you feel like supporting my channel and want to help me make these kinds of challenges and these kinds of tracks, then you can chuck a couple of euros my way. Thank you very much for that. If you want to grab it for free, that's fine too. It's out now, so go get it. So on to the challenge for this time. As you know, I'm a fan of weird and unconventional, unpredictable sound sources. So I was really excited to find the plugin Radio from Plugin Boutique at pluginboutique.com. It allows you to access a huge range of radio stations that are broadcast on the internet, and it goes from normal music listening stations and hits to radio from all over the world, spoken word and sci-fi channels, police scanners, lots of weird stuff. There are even number stations in there, I think. And obviously this is an awesome to get at these weird kinds of sounds and ideas that I love to work with. Here's the plugin. I'll show you a bit about it in a moment. So the challenge I decided to do is make a complete track using only sounds I found and sampled live from the radio. I'm not even actually using all the functionality that it has, because next to the huge library of channels, you can actually sample straight from the stream and drag that straight into your DAW and use right away. Or you can use these speaker emulations to make it sound like authentic radio, old-timey stuff. So I'll show you a bit of the sampling I did with this plugin. I actually used the standalone version of this to do it, but you can also use it as a VST in your DAW. I'll just show you briefly how I found the sounds, but if you're interested, I will also upload a video with the hour and a half of sample hunting that I did, condensed into 20 minutes of highlights. If you want to see that, that's cool as well. You see a bit more of how I'm looking for stuff and what I decided to get. So for now, here's the short version. I'll link to the longer version in the description. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the pretty amazing plugin. Pretty amazing plugin called Radio, because it's a radio. Let's see if we can find any cool sounds to work with. I have no real plan at the moment. I'm just gonna save some sounds I find and just see which direction it heads in. See if we can turn it into something cool. So, how do we start? Let's click random. That's beautiful. First part was awesome. Okay, so I'll select this bit and save selection. No? Yeah. So we got this first sound. I'm gonna call it chimey. Whatever. It's really cool, but I don't think I can use it. I love this plugin. Sci-fi, UFO, paranormal. Yeah. Art Bell. That's not what I was expecting.
There were blood and moving shapes upon the flanks, and the gaunt man, suddenly leaving it, ran forward towards his master, perhaps 10 paces. His legs were swathed and encumbered with grey. He made ineffectual movements with his sword. Grey streamers waved from him. There was a thin veil of grey across his face. With his left hand he beat at something on his body, and suddenly he stumbled and fell. He struggled to rise and fell again, and suddenly, horribly, began to howl. The master could see the great spiders upon him, and others upon the ground.
Alright, hang on.
His legs were swathed and encumbered with grey.
Rename Grey Streamers.
If someone were to have heard of the ancient curse, spread it among the workmen, and then actually allowed the apparition to be seen,
Yeah, let's grab that.
Black Abbott.
I know what this is. This is a number station. This is what it does when it's not broadcasting codes. I can grab some of that just for good measure. Drums! Drums! Did I get that? Wait, what? Oh! Sorry, but I'm gonna have to steal this to get some nasty stuff. I'm gonna need some nasty stuff.
Anchorage approach 12, simulation for the RNAV approaching the Maryland.
I love this.
457 climbing.
This is an actual plane flying into Anchorage, Alaska. Wow. Ooh! What was that? What was that? Did it save it?
And so now they're thinking is we have downloads of alien genetic material going into our bodies as we are in the wombs of our mothers. So it's a possibility.
A $5 million grant to study the afterlife. The research.
What the? I could swear that sounded like a rooster.
It was a rooster. This is gonna be a hell of a challenge, that's for sure. Yeah, let's see if I can find just a couple of last things. Some clean sounds, or cleanish sounds, and maybe some synth sounds. I think I have enough talking and weird noises and atmosphere. Some clean stuff. Too happy. Too Mozart. Just give me a solo note. Solo. Play solo. Dude. That's a nice minor chord. I'll take it.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
How the fuck is everybody? Huh? This Friday with the Ice House
What was
in
that?
Pasadena, but it's sold out.
Sorry, I need
Very
that
excited
sound.
about that.
What the hell was that? Okay, let's that's enough. Let's see what I have. The chimey sound.
His legs were swathed and encumbered with grey.
The grey streamer thing. Lo-fi rain.
Now, if someone was to have heard of the ancient curse, spread
Ancient
it among the workmen,
curse.
and then
This is the buzzer. Waiting signal. Pigeons. Band pass drums. Noisy rhythm. Chord with beeps. Stereo atmosphere. Disto beat.
3440 Delta Anchorage approach 12, simulation for the RNAV.
Landing in Alaska. Chords. Slow notes. Drone.
An increased energy output planets were able to be observing.
Hello, everyone. How the fuck is everybody? Huh?
HTF. Okay, I have no idea how I'm going to turn this into a song. Yeah, well, let's see what happens. This has been the sampling stage. Okay, so I made some good sounds with the samples I took from the radio. The break is alright. I've got some like pads going on. It's just that the kick and percussion and how it all comes together is not, yeah, it's not quite working yet. I think I'll have to go back and maybe grab a couple more samples. I think I need some more direct sounds, some, well, not necessarily clean, but more defined sounds, maybe. I don't know, and maybe a cleaner kick drum. So let's fire up the program again. I really didn't want to go back to this stage, but I think I need a couple more sounds. I mean, all of this stuff is amazing, but it's not very useful. We've landed in Japan. Man, I really miss Japan. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Wait. Is this clean enough? Thank you! Is this cheating? Is this cheating? This is probably cheating. I found it on the radio! I found it here! Oh man. So, now I have a couple of samples. So, rename blown up kick and I can use this attack from this kick drum. That'll help a lot. Okay, so let's put these in the project. Sampling part 2. Peace out. So I'm doing this challenge and I have to get all the sounds I want to use from the radio. That's the challenge. And I had some drums and stuff and I couldn't find clean drums. And then I found this. Is it cheating to use those?
It was on the radio.
It was on the radio. So,
sure, go ahead.
Yeah?
It's not cheating if you found it.
I did find it. Yeah. So the outside agency has spoken. Alright, let me break that off right there. As I said, the long version of me looking for all these samples and saving them is also uploaded to my channel. Check that out if you want. It's called Dead Air Sampling Session. So the track, it turned out quite a bit darker than I had anticipated. When I started working on it, I didn't really have an idea what direction I was going to go with it. But in the end, with the samples that I got and the atmosphere I could create with the sounds, just turned into something really dark. It turned into post-millennium industrial triplet horrorcore. That's a thing now. So I wanted to show you a little bit of what I did with the sounds. I used quite a bit of processing, and in the end, a lot of this stuff turned out pretty different than what the source material was. So for instance, I had the bandpass drums. I turned that into this little triplet drum thing. I had the noisy rhythm. And I actually sped that up quite a bit to turn into this, which works really well with the percussion that I did with the other sounds. The buzzer. Yeah, I looped that. And I use that as my synth. And that sounds like this. But it's also in there as, you know, the buzzer. So you'll be hearing this as well. Some of the sounds that are probably not as easy to recognize because of what I did to them.
Hello, everyone. How the fuck is everybody? Huh?
That turned into a layer that I put under the pads. And they work together like this. Pretty cool. Some of the other sounds are more apparent. You can hear the voices, obviously, even though they're pretty heavily modulated. The chords are in there. The landing in Alaska. These bits are scattered in everywhere. The pigeons. They're in there pretty one-to-one. Let's see, is there anything else that really changed? Well, obviously I layered all the kicks together to, you know, become something really hard, like this. Well, that's sort of it. The way it all came together in a really dark sounding track really inspired me to make a really dark looking video, and I had some stuff lying around that, you know, was perfect just to set up this crazy contraption with TVs and radios and stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna play you the result now of the challenge and the video, and I hope you like it. So here goes.
Devastating. Now, if someone were to have heard of the ancient curse, spread it among the workmen, and then actually allowed the apparition to be seen, the effect would be devastating.
But why would anyone want to have the work on the church stop?
Your guess is as good as mine, Margot.
Well, whatever it is, I wonder why it hasn't bothered us tonight.
Suppose we find that out, Margot, right now.
Or seem to be documenting an increased energy output. And suddenly, horribly began to howl. His legs were swathed and encumbered with grey. He made ineffectual movements with his sword. Great streamers waved from him. There was a thin veil of grey across his face. With his left hand he beat at something on his body, and suddenly he stumbled and fell. He struggled to rise and fell again, and suddenly, horribly began to howl.
So that was my track, Dead Air. I hope you liked the result. So in the end, it was another quite challenging project to do. The sounds I had to work with were pretty strange, and as added bonus challenge, I had to learn how to work with pretty lo-fi samples, because most of these internet radios broadcast on a less than ideal sample rate for making music with. So I had to find out tricks to, you know, up the fidelity a bit, introduce some highs back into it, and make it sound a bit more crisp than it did. I had to be creative with the material that I had. But you know, these projects turn out really interesting. So as mentioned before, it's out now, so you can go get it. All the links are in the description. I hope you liked it as well. If you did, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more challenges in the future. And I'll see you around next time. Peace.